Hey, what's up, guys? It is your girl, Donjia M, and we are back with another Ask 15 Questions 2. And this episode, I'm really excited about because not only do I get to have another alumni classmate of mine on this show, but this is Ask 15 Questions to a pastry chef. And we are here with Miss Raymona. Girl, how are you?
I'm good. Everything is good and dandy. How about you?
I am good. Thank you so much for accepting this. This is now, yes, you are the second person I had. Raymona and I actually went to high school together.
Yes.
You all remember Tashina? She was on here before.
Wow.
It was the first one. So Raymona is the second classmate that I've had on here. So that's really exciting for me. But yeah, so we are asking 15 questions to Raymona because she is a pastry chef. And I must say, I have had her desserts. My whole family actually has had your desserts. She was actually supposed to create or recreate for me my wedding cupcake creation. But when COVID happened,
yes,
it demolished everything. But she was still able to create cupcakes for my grandmother's birthday, which, funny story, Raymona, I don't think I told you this. So out of all the cupcakes that you made, me, my husband, and my mother hid a large portion of them from everybody else at the party because we wanted to make sure we had a cupcake in the house.
Honestly, that's not the first time I heard that.
So we were eating before the party because I think you dropped them off like the day before.
Yes.
So we tasted one and then we were like, okay, only these go outside. And whoever doesn't get a cupcake, that's their business, right? So to say the least, it was amazing what we had. And what was the flavor again? Strawberry.
It was strawberry and something. It was a lot of flavors. I know we definitely played with a lot of flavors.
We did like this. Yeah, this creation judge. But she pulled it off, and it was amazing. Okay, so we are going to jump right into these 15 questions. I'm super excited. We are going to start off with number one, which is the question that everyone hates. So I continuously include it in here, which is tell us about yourself.
Okay, so my name, of course, is Raymona Williams. I'm 30. I am located in Newark, New Jersey. I am an entrepreneur. MmmTreats is my business. I am also a bakery manager at the ShopRite of Chatham. Baking is life. I go to church, praise and worship leader. That's what I do. I don't want to go too in depth because the question's about to say everything about me. So yeah, that's like I'm an auntie and a mom. Shout out to the little ones, my niece and nephew. Who the best auntie because I make the treats.
Yes, and we're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that because I can only imagine how much stardom you have in your family because, especially with the kids.
Yeah.
Because you are the sugar creator.
Yes.
Okay, that is perfect. So, question number 2, what is a pastry chef exactly?
Okay, so a pastry chef is I wouldn't say it's like a chef, but we focus on mainly the sweet parts or the savory bread type. So you will say we basically focus on cakes, breads, danishes, pastries, of course, in that field. That's what we mainly focus on. And I would say with chefs, they can cook with your heart, but with pastries and everything, you can't cook with your heart. You have to measure precise. So pastry chef is more of a science of the cooking field.
That She said, "Don't cook, don't bake with your heart.
No,
Do not in this cake. You're either gonna have something really heavy or really fluffy.
exactly.
If if you're trying to go with the floor, you're chilling. Okay. Question number 3: is this something that you always wanted to do? Now I know she talked about her being a praise and worship leader. I know Raymona as a singer, right? I know her from being in choir. But was this something that you always wanted to do?
Okay, so backstory. I was talking to my mom about this, and she did mention to me that when I was younger, I did have an easy bake oven. So I wouldn't say it was something I always wanted to do, but it was always in my life. So like even when she said we used to go to like Pathmark at the time, RIP Pathmark, I used to I used to watch how they used to decorate the cakes and everything. So it was like I always had it in my life, but it wasn't something I always wanted to do. Yes and no, because I thought I was going to be a child psychologist. Honestly, that's what I went to college for. But no, that was a
really
yes. That was
now
my passion.
Now you're the reason why parents take their kids to the no.
Exactly.
You are the reason, the sugar rush. Wow, that is interesting. So you did not go to school for this, which is one of our questions. I think later on we'll get into that. But wow.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like, I'm just going to bake the things and for the rest of my life.
No, definitely wasn't.
So wait, let me make sure I'm not getting into none of my other questions. Okay. How did this come about then? Like, how did you?
Okay, another backstory. Okay, I was at the time I was jobless, and I was collecting unemployment, and I was literally. This is an exact story. I tell the stories to so many people. I was sitting down on a computer filling out job applications, and I was looking at my sister. She was looking at TV, and she was looking on TLC Carlos Bakery, and I was watching that, and I'm like, I can do that. That's exactly what I said. And then I asked my sister, my older sister, Nathan, shout out to her. I'm like, I can do this, right? She said, yeah, you can do that. You can do that. I'm like, okay. So I signed up for school. And then the rest is history.
Whoa. Okay. Wow. Oh,
yeah.
Shout outs to sis for just putting that bug in the ear, and shout out to the show for being on.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
While you was in a place. Wow. Okay. Question number 4. What would you consider your specialty? So I know that this word is used largely in the culinary industry because many people can do many things, but there are I've heard chefs say like, "Oh, scones is my specialty," or the dates are my specialty. I don't know why I just did that accent, but I just feel like what happens. What is your specialty?
I would say more my specialty is hands down the decorating of the cakes. Hands down. I do enjoy the baking process, but the decorating is when I can have fun. So that would be my specialty. And my specialty in that part is pull apart cupcakes, because you can do so many things with that. And I love it so much. There's no limits. You can literally do anything and you don't have to worry about it falling apart.
Yes. Wow.
Yes.
So we're going to insert pictures, but I'm assuming when you say pull apart, this is my vision, and I could be wrong, but it is the cupcakes that are together and then you just do one general thing.
Yes.
Not
exactly.
Individual.
Yes, it's exactly what it is. See?
I'm ready. Wow, really? So the decorating. Okay. Okay. So do you only decorate with icing? Because I know there's something called fondant.
Yes.
I have not had good experiences. Fondant is not good.
It's not.
But why y'all
honestly,
using it?
okay, little secret. Okay, fondant. I hate using it. Because I got so much better with my buttercream. I would try to get anybody to do buttercream work anytime. But if it's necessary, then yes. But fondant is basically is what we use to cover our mistakes.
Tell the truth, shame the devil. Tell the truth, shame the devil.
Because with if you have to do a fondant cake, your inside don't have to look that perfect because nobody's not paying attention to the inside. They're just looking at the outside design. So say for instance, you cut the cake wrong or the cake is a little crumbly, you just freeze it, ice it, the outside, freeze it for a little bit, put the fondant, you won't even tell what's going on the inside of the cake. So fondant, I would say fondant is like a cheat sheet, but it also brings it out more. It makes it look beautiful. And it's less work with you don't have to worry about making the line straight or making the cake look even because the fondant will smooth everything out for you. So
but it's nasty.
It's disgusting. I don't like it. It tastes like Play-Doh.
I remember like my god sister had a sweet 16, so this is many years ago because she's an older woman now. She had a cake and it looked so pretty, and I was really excited because I'm like, this looks so beautiful. I'm ready. First off, cutting into the
it's hard.
Was like, who do we hire to do this? Because we are like, so we messed it up.
Yeah.
And then to eat it. I'm thinking, it's a part of the cake. Let me eat it. I should have took warning where I saw other people peeling away the fondant.
Yeah.
But I'm like, it's a part of the cake. Why would they make a cake with something that you can't eat?
Not edible. Yeah. I want
That's so sad. So sad.
Yes.
Okay. Question number 5. What did your schooling consist of? So you already told us you went to school and you originally went to school for
Shasta colleges.
Yes.
Yeah. So definitely, yes. I went there, but I didn't finish because I wasn't feeling it. I definitely wasn't feeling it. So I decided to go to a trade school, and that was Star Career Academy. They had a pastry chef program, 6 months. So I signed up, went there, and then the rest was history. I did everything from breads, make everything from scratch from breads, cakes, muffins, scones, biscottis, fruit tarts, pet choux, I did everything. But what stuck out to me was the decorating part. Yeah, the baking part is boring because it's a long process. I hated that. But when it came down to the decorating, I was like, yes, let's do it. Let's do Napoleon. Let's do the lines. I was ready, like, yes, all that stuff. The decorating, I was ready, but I was making croissants from scratch. I was like, fold how many times? One fold for one day? It was like that type of thing. So it's like, I was not ready for that.
First off, you said 1,000 things just now. Everybody probably watching this. Like, yes, scones, yes. Right. Yes.
I'm sorry.
Yes. Croissants, I know. Yes, I know croissants.
Yes.
Bread, loaf of bread, I know. Yeah. So do you have pictures of when you were in school, things that you created?
Yes, I do.
So send them all.
I will. I will send it. It's rough.
Yes,
I will show it. It's a little bit rough. I put on my Instagram not too long. I think 2 days ago about my first tier cake. A little bit rough,
but it's all about growing. Yes. That is what is important. The growing.
Yes.
Not where you start, but where you're going. Right?
Yes.
Child, listen. Okay. Question number 6. So I know you have your own business, MmmTreats.
Yes.
I don't know if y'all caught that. It's on her hat. MmmTreats. We gotta emphasize it. Yes. As well as you working as what was your title again at ShopRite?
Bakery manager.
bakery managers.
Yes.
So question number 6 is, what is your work schedule?
Okay, it varies. It's never the same. It's either crazy or not crazy. And on the rest days, like a tornado is like when you're at the eye of the storm, it's like really calm and it's go crazy again. That's exactly how the bakery world is, especially holidays. So this is the downtime now. So it's time to regroup, figure out everything for the next big holiday. So it could go. I start early from 4 in the morning till 3, 4, 5 at night. Depends on what's going on, the cake load, the orders. It depends on what is going on that day or the holiday. Like for instance, Thanksgiving can run from 5 a.m. to whatever time at night because of pies. Or it's christening. We're entering christening season. So christening season is more of cakes and stuff. So that starts from 5 in the morning to whatever time I'm finished with the last order of the cake. And because people like intricate and more flour works, will take a lot more time. It varies. So it's not a steady schedule. It's not a steady schedule.
Ooh, and then so that's on top of your business though.
Yes. Everything. Yes. That's everything incorporated. Yes. Everything.
Oh man.
Yes.
So what is the longest span that you've worked in one shot?
12 hours. I had an event, so I go from work and then I had an event. So I had to finish what I had to finish at work, and then I had to take it to an event, it was a party, which I had to do setup for. And I had to wait for the people to get there. No, I said 16 hours that day. I had to wait for them to get there, and they took their time, and I had to set up everything, and I had to finish the final decoration in the kitchen, which they didn't have, which they told me they did have. They didn't have access to. So I was finishing the last bits of the cake on a table in the back. It was a lot that day, but 16 hours because it took me almost an hour and a half just to set up. No, just to even get inside. And then it took, mind you, it was warm, and then cake cannot sit out for that long. It was a lot going on. So 16-hour day.
Whoa.
Yes. But it was beautiful at the end. So hey.
Yeah. Right? After all of that. Right. Yeah. So okay.
Yes.
This is not one of my questions, but thinking about your day, right? For a cake on average, from mixing to completion of decorating. Something simple. Let's not talk about details. How long is that process?
So mixing a cake takes about 15 minutes.
Okay.
Baking a cake 30. Varies the size. It could go from 30 to 45. It depends on the size. If it's a small cake, you can get like 10. No, I'm lying. Don't quote me. 20 something minutes for a small cake, and it varies with size because you have to make sure that middle is done. It's all about the middle. If the middle's not done, it's not ready. Then from decorating, a simple design with the flour. It depends on your skill. If I'm doing a simple border, no filling, just buttercream in the middle, stack. It takes me about a good 15 minutes. Simple border with a pipe flowers, 15 minutes. So I say a good 2 hours. And that's for a simple cake with baking. I'm mixing, baking, and decorating 2 hours. Yeah.
I would say that's not bad, but.
Oh, I forgot to cool down. 2 hours and 30 minutes because you have to make sure that cake is cold. 2 hours and 30 minutes. You have to make sure it's completely cool.
So you don't do old school, like leave out. I'm assuming like you refrigerate.
It go right in that freezer.
Really?
Yes. Go out the oven in the freezer.
Like directly.
Directly in the freezer.
Boom, boom.
Boom, boom. Mm-hmm.
Freezer? I would have never thought that.
Freezer, yep.
I mean, I guess it speeds up the process, but does it take anything away from?
Nope. That's what people think. And
well, I mean, if you did that to my cupcakes,
No, honestly, no. See, the thing about cupcakes, which I love so much, they don't take that much time. Now, you can actually leave cupcakes out, and it will. The only you gotta do is take it out of the pan and let that room temperature is ready. But cake, no, it's a different process with cakes. Ooh. Way different process. Yes.
Okay. 2 hours. Okay, 2 hours. That's mixing, baking, cooling, decorating. Okay. All right. Question
and that's
number.
Simple decoration. Remember, simple decoration.
Yes.
Nothing crazy.
Regular piping. I meant regular
icing. Yeah.
And the three piped flowers.
There you go.
You get 2 hours. You want 4 piped flowers? That's 3 hours. Like no. Okay. All right. Question number 7. I'm really interested to hear this. Do you view this as a career or a hobby, and why?
I get this question asked a lot. It started off as a hobby because at the time I didn't have a job to do it. I was just doing that at home, and it turned out into a career now. So I view it as both because I do it at work and I do it outside of work too. And something I love to do. It's like your hobby is something that you like doing in your spare time. So in my spare time, I'm literally looking at new decorations for cake. How can I incorporate new skills and stuff? So I would say it's both. It's a career and it's a hobby that I can make money off of. So yes, both.
Yes. I love that. I love that she said that it is both. Okay. The question we've all been waiting for. Well, no, not this one. It's another one. This is the question I've been waiting for.
Okay.
Question number 8. How does your family feel about you working in this field?
My family. Let me tell you about them. Now, no shade to no other bakery. Before I even became a cake decorator, we always get our cakes from Calandra's. Calandra's right in Newark. They have good cakes. You can go there anytime. But then when that happened, all that changed. My family is spoiled. If they watching this, y'all guys, they're spoiled. Because I am the cake decorator, they don't have to worry about going outside. They can get whatever they want. So they send me a decoration. This is what I want for my cake or for this person cake. Can you do it? And they already know I'm going to say yes. Okay. So they love it. They're spoiled. So they love it. Yes. It's like, yes.
And your nieces and nephews, I'm sure they love being the taste testers.
They get whatever they want. Yes. They're spoiled. Auntie Mona, can I have this? Go ahead, take it. You can have it. Just take it.
So I'm pretty sure when you bake like an outside order, you always have to do extra.
Mm-hmm. You always have, just in case something messed up. Yes.
I was talking about from the perspective because they always gonna want to taste some.
It's always not even extra.
From a mess up.
No.
Oh my gosh. Okay. That is funny. I could imagine though, because if I was younger and you were my aunt, what? Going back to school, cupcakes for everybody.
Yes.
What? I would have been the popular kid on the block. Like, I'd have been like, can you make this? I want to do a bake sale. I want to get some money. Forget that you got to pay for the stuff. Bake all the stuff for the bake sale outside. Yes. I know. Okay. Question number 9. What are 5 pet peeves you have as a pastry chef with clients?
I had to write this down because there's a lot. So I had to
give us more than 5.
Minimize. I had to minimize. Okay, first thing off the bat, last minute cake orders. Last minute. Because I have to time everything, and with baking it's time. Everything has to be timed. So when it's last minute, it definitely takes off. So it's no last minute cakes. And then I don't want, there's a lot of people that I had to say no to, because even with certain cakes, it takes, even if I have to order something off of Amazon or wherever, that takes time. So last minute cakes, that tops it off. The next one is the clients with the no ideas who tells me, do whatever you want to do. That gives me anxiety. because it's like, is okay, oh, let's do whatever. And you're like, well, what's the theme? It's something simple. And I'm like, I don't know where to go from here. Something and like, because my biggest fear is it's something, it's because they have an image in their head, and because they're not telling me and giving me feedback, is like, okay, so now I'm playing the guessing game. So if it's something that they don't like, then it's like, it hurts. So yes. And then guys who order cakes, no offense to the fellas, but men who order cakes are the worst.
She said, fellas, no.
I'm sorry. Y'all have to help. Y'all gotta help me help you, because they come in, especially one of the dads who order for the daughters. I don't know. I think she like pink. Like, you think or you know. So I'll be like, oh my god. I'm like, do you know our favorite character? I don't know. Just make something. And I'll be like, and then when they get the cake, they show no expression. They're like, okay, and they leave. You know, the mother's like, oh my god, it's so beautiful. But the dad be like, okay. And I'm like, you could just be like, oh my god. But they're like, okay. And they
just leave. Oh man.
Yes. Let me see. The clients who think the prices are too high. I have the pricing down to a science now but now it's because, once again, people don't know how long it takes. They just think it takes like a minute or 30 minutes. Baking takes a while. Sometimes it takes days, depends on the decoration or what you're getting. The tier cakes, I promise you, any tier cake that you ever have gotten have taken more than 3-4 days, because it's a process. We're not just working on your cake. We have millions of cakes that we're literally working on. So your cake is done in advance, but it's frozen. So it's like we get to, as long as it's not a fresh fruit, then that's a you can get that out there. Fresh fruit, you can get same day cake, fresh fruit, but it will be simple. But if you want something intricate, don't ever get fresh fruit, because it will take days. Clients don't understand how long it takes, so they be like, oh, it's too much, why is it this? And I have to explain to them, and they don't understand the process that it takes to do even these little circle shapes or fondant work that takes days, because you have to cut out everything and you have to make it even and make it perfect. So yes. And I'm sorry, people who place an order for me months in advance and forget they order.
Oh, I didn't forget my order. I was about to say,
No,
me?
No, this has happened plenty of times. These just recently, somebody ordered a cake, and I contacted them, hey, are you still, and they never contacted me back. And then they said, hey, remember my cake? And I'm like, no, we haven't talked. I sent you messages, and that is huge right there, months in advance, and you forget about it. You don't contact me back, and then I can't do nothing without a deposit, especially if it's something huge. Like, no. Yeah. And my last one, and I have gotten plenty of these. This is inside my job and outside my job. These are my worst ones. I'm sorry. The people who think they know my job better than me, they can just go out and do the cake themselves. So they, you have some people like me. If I don't feel like going somewhere, if I know I can cook certain things, if I want to go somewhere else, I will go and buy it myself. But you have the cake masters who come and order a cake for me, and then they say, well, can't you do it like this and can't you do it like that? I'd be like, well, do you want to do it then? Because
and she's nice, because I would be like, what did you call me for?
Exactly.
Why? Oh, listen, I know, like, my husband does photography, and the biggest pet peeve, it's probably not one for him, but for me, is the people that hire you to do their photo shoot, but they got their cell phone. I could have just set up my backdrop and you could have paid me for it. Why are we here? What is this for? I don't know. Believe me, I know that. Yes. I thought you was talking about like me, because I reached out. Let me tell you. I reached out way in advance, but that's because I also know I had a lot of stuff to do. And I was coming to you like, hey, I saw this picture. Don't know if it's real, because I realized that you could see stuff online and it could be, like fabricated. Like it's not really something that could be done. So it was like, I think this is pretty. Can we do something close to this? Like,
but you were
this.
talking, but you were communicating. They don't communicate. I'd be like, what's going on? Like, are you still there?
I think I communicated too much. I was like, all right,
I loved it.
I'm on Amazon.
I loved it. I love that. I love that type of communication. People don't understand. I know it feel like you're bugging me, but no, that helps me so much because I'm like, okay, oh yeah, I'm gonna add this here, blah blah. It helps a lot when you're over communicating with the cake decorator. You don't understand how much we love that compared to saying, oh well, I can do it like this. I can do it. I'd be like, oh, okay, you can just do it. You know what? I'm not gonna be able to take your order. I'm overbooked. I'm sorry.
And there's that. There is that. Yeah, I felt like I was like, oh, because I was asking for a certain type of like cupcake holder. Yeah. And I'm like, I don't know if she have it. Let me look it up to get it for her. Let me see. So yeah. I am that client. I am that type of client.
And I love clients like that.
Okay.
You did fine. I loved it.
Y'all heard him. I did good. I did really
yes.
Good. Okay, question number 10. Tell us about treats. So tell us about how you feel. Well, that's one of my questions. Yeah, tell us about it. Don't tell us what inspired you, because that's the next. Or you can tell us, and I'll just put both questions. So okay. I'll do 10 and 11 together. So tell us about MmmTreats and what inspired you to start.
Okay. So MmmTreats, it started in 2014. Honestly, I was, how can I say it? I didn't have the confidence to do it outside of anything else besides family. So what happened was, one girl, she trusted me in doing a cake for her. And I said, I don't know. I was really nervous about it. And she was like, oh, I seen you did this cake for your sisters. It was, I did a Mickey Mouse cake for my little sister at the time. And she said, I trust you. And it was a Tootsie Roll cake. And it was a Chanel bag. It was my first time doing something like that. And after that, and she's like, everyone loved the cake, blah, 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 this and that. And then she's like, what's the name of your business? I'm like, I don't know. So at the time before it became MmmTreats, it was called MoTreats. But it didn't sit, and because of stuff in the past, I had to change the name. So it went from MoTreats to MmmTreats. And my mom actually helped me come up with that name. She's like, because it's delicious. They make you say, when you eating the cake, you're like, I'm like, and
that is mom. That is mom.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes. And that would inspire me from me being shy, because honestly, if nobody would have never trusted me, if she had never trusted me with her cake, besides family, because family, they're like, oh yeah, but an outside person trust me. If it wasn't for her, I don't think I would have never had the confidence to do it. And I was like, wow. And still to this day, I'd be shy. I'd be like, I don't know if I can do it. And then I just do it like,
right.
It's so weird.
Like, I don't know. Boom, boom, boom.
You're right.
Like, what is happening? Yeah, we tore them cupcakes up. Oh my gosh. So I hope you have a picture of that cake, that Chanel bag.
I think I do. Yes, I have to find it.
Hopefully, I would love to put that picture in here. Okay, we are literally flying through. This is the question that blew up my Instagram when I posted your picture. And this was the debate. So settle this debate. Question number 12. What is the difference between a cake and a cupcake?
Okay.
Because on social, let me tell you, people were saying, tell her to tell. It wasn't even questions. Most of them were statements. Tell her to tell the people that cupcakes is better than cake. Tell her to tell the people that they the same thing. Tell her to tell the people that's a small personal pan pizza version. I was like, okay. So settle this debate. Let us know, what is the difference I don't know, measurement wise, wise, baking time, a more professional thing, and people listen. What is the difference between a cake and a cupcake?
Okay. All right. A lot of people go from, like, for instance, my mom said there's a difference between a cake and cupcake. Really, there is no difference. It's all about preference, honestly, because you can put filling in a cupcake too. That's what people don't understand. Like, they just keep a cupcake as a cupcake, but you can get some fruit. You can get whatever you want in a cake. You can get in a cupcake too. It's not as big, and it's not as the filling is not as much, but you can get the same thing. There's really no difference. All about preference now. Now with cake can get messy when cutting it, and then you got some people lick their fingers when they cut cake. All that. So so you have that, and then cupcakes, it's easier. It's just it's easy to serve. Is a pop, or if it's a pull apart, you pull it and go, or you just pass them out. And if you notice, when you go to parties, if you cut a cake, nobody really eat the cut cake, but the cut cake. But if you give them cupcakes, they'll eat the cupcake like that. So, is there a difference? Technically, no. It's just all about preference. If you want to cut your cakes, if you want more filling or cream wise, or if you want to just give them out, it's really no different. It's all about preference.
He just slandered all of our hopes. For every person that ever had a debate about it being a major difference between a cupcake and a cake, the pastry chef just told us it is not. It is just a matter of what you like. So let's just all live in peace and harmony.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it. Now I don't mind either, but I do like cupcakes for that simple reason that it is cleaner, it's easier to pass out. I don't have to sit here and cut. Now, if my grandmother makes a cake and she cut it out, that's that. But when I'm going to a party, I'm gonna eat a piece of cut cake as well. But I also would like a cupcake, especially if it's a kid's party. I can take that and go.
Exactly.
I don't want you to wait, sit here and eat. Exactly. Take it and go. You don't gotta have a plate.
Nothing. Grab it.
Eliminates extra stuff. Exactly. So, but other than actual, and it is very true, cake filling, because for the cupcakes you did for my grandmother, they had strawberry inside of it. It was amazing. And then I remember for the wedding when you were supposed to do it, we was trying to find a combination between like red velvet and like cheesecake and strawberry, and because the colors was black, white, and rose gold. So, and my husband likes cheesecake, but I like regular cake. So I had Mona working, y'all.
I was able to do my homework. Yes,
her creative juices was flowing. Like, okay, so how could we do this? And then we decided, I think, on like the 2 or 3 different types of cupcakes in the tier.
Yes. I know.
COVID ruined my wedding day.
I bought a new tier and everything. I was so sweet. I'm not even gonna hold you. I bought a new tier for your thing. It was beautiful.
Don't worry.
I still use it for everything else, but I'm like,
so we're gonna get some cupcakes for something. As I look over at my husband, we gonna order them daggone cupcakes for something. I forgot about that whole thing. Oh my gosh. Yeah, well, I was supposed to have the centerpiece, the actual like round,
and the small cake on top.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm gonna insert the picture of inspiration because I think I still got it good. But okay, so there's no difference. No difference. All right. Question number 13. What is the common misconception about pastry chefs?
Which I mentioned before, that one, that people think it's easy and it's a fast job. It's not. It takes patience. That's being a pastry chef or a baker. It takes a lot of patience with everything. It cannot be rushed. It becomes easy through the process because you know everything, but in the beginning it takes time. So people think that they see it, oh, it's not easy. Because when I said, oh yeah, I can do that, I found out that I couldn't do it until I kept practicing. So like, it's not an easy thing. But if you're into it and it's something you love, then yes, it will become easy, but it takes a lot of work. Yes.
Yes. Any other misconceptions?
Let me see. I'm trying to think. Mainly that was the main thing right there. It's easy. Oh, that's easy. Oh, I can do that in 2 minutes. No.
Well, we will see. I'm not going to reveal how we're going to see, but just know we will see Mona again on this here channel for something else, and we will see how easy it is. Okay. Okay. Question number 14. And I want a picture or a video of it because I'm pretty sure you have it. What is a creation you are most proud of?
My most proud, all of them. Don't get me. I love everything I do because it takes a lot of work. But I would say my best creation was something I stepped out of the box with, which I also seen somebody else do. It was a bouquet cupcakes.
Okay.
Make like flowers and everything. And it was my first time doing it, and I have to say that's because it looks so real. I put it in a vase, and I was able to insert the cupcakes like it was flowers. I would say that was my proudest work right there. Cause I was like, wow, that's something out the box. Like, and there's a company that's actually doing it, making a lot of money. But I'm like, for me to do that, that would be one of my proudest ones right there. That right there, yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Hopefully you have pictures.
I do, yes.
Yes, because I would insert that. Okay. Final question.
Okay.
This went by fast. 15. Question number 15. What would you say to someone who wants to become a pastry chef?
I would say do it. Even if you don't do anything, just it's fun. And like I said, it teaches you patience, and baking is a science, which a lot of people don't understand because one measurement can throw anything off. Too much sugar can crumble a cake. Too much flour can make it dry. So patience, and you have to execute everything. So I would say do it because it will teach you life lessons. Also, take your time. Make sure you get it right. It's okay to mess up. Do it over. It's okay to mess up 50 times. As long I'd be surprised how many recipes I messed up on. And I'm like, you know what? Today I'm doing Betty Crocker because you know what? Because I can't get it right. So it takes time, but I say do it because it is fun. Once you get past the hard part, everything else will fall in place after that. And practice with anything, practice. So yes, if you want to do it, I say just go for it. Even if it's for fun, it's a skill that you can always have, and you will always in life. I don't care what nobody says. We will always need some type of pastry in life. It's always something. It's always a celebration for something. You'd be surprised.
Now, even if you sad, you want to
exactly.
Just be going to get cupcakes for no reason.
Exactly. And it's one of those. This is something that you will always have a job in. I would say because it's always a celebration, always for something.
Always, yes, always. If you literally people find things like you said, christening. I would have never thought people getting cakes for christenings.
Yes.
Toast off, prom season is getting ready to come. Funerals, repast.
Yes.
People always need people because people don't feel like they can eat food without sweets. But we can eat sweets without food.
Exactly. I did a cake for somebody. I just met your mom. I'm like, oh snap. Okay. It was a little tiny cake. Thank you for meeting her. I met your mom. Something. Thank you for meeting. I forgot, but thank you for meeting your mom. I'm like, okay. It was a guy meeting his girl mom for the first time. I'm like,
listen, people want to impress people. Okay. Like, it's not just
Exactly.
birthday parties and baby showers anymore. It's everything. Welcome back
Yes.
to you going back to school from virtual learning. I'm pretty sure you'll get a cake like that. Somebody want to
Exactly.
celebrate their kid getting out their house. Somebody.
Exactly.
Okay. We are getting ready. That was our last question.
Okay.
But as promised, we are going to do a flash round of this or that.
Okay.
I'm really excited. So we're going to start off with some basic things because, you know, the people like to know who we're talking about. We talked about a whole bunch of pastries, but of course, there are some this and that involving pastry stuff. But answer quickly. You cannot think about it. First thing that comes to your mind.
Gotcha.
Okay, I'm going to give you two options and you have to pick one. You can't say, well, what if, or this, you can't. No question.
Okay.
All right, we're going to start off easy. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. Netflix or Hulu?
Hulu.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay. PlayStation or Xbox?
PlayStation.
Okay. Apple or Android?
Apple.
All right. We know this. CarMax or Blistex?
Oh, Blistex. And it's funny, I have CarMax on me.
I have CarMax right here. You can't
I have it. I have it in my room, literally, but I love Blistex.
Okay. EarPods or headphones?
EarPods.
Really?
I lost mine. The struggle is real.
Oh gosh. Okay. Dress down or dress up?
Dress down.
Yes. In
my comfy clothes, yes.
Okay. Water or juice?
Water.
Okay. All right. Chocolate or vanilla?
Chocolate. I love chocolate.
Even in cake?
Even in cake. Chocolate.
Really?
Yes.
But I'm sure you don't get a lot of chocolate orders.
No, not at all.
You can't really do too much. I mean, you can, but
you
I
can't.
Wouldn't do it. I would not. Oh, yeah. So vanilla is like the go-to though.
Exactly.
Oh, okay. So this is not one of that question. I'm pausing for a minute. So do you normally use white cake or vanilla cake?
It's not so much of vanilla, it's so much of white or yellow.
I mean white or yellow, sorry.
Yellow. White cake is just without the egg yolks. White cake is eggy. I don't like it. I wouldn't recommend it. People just do it but nobody cares about the inside of the cake. They just worry about the outside. They don't care about the inside. They just care about what it looks on the outside nowadays. So it's like, that's why I said just go with the yellow cake. It's more simple and it tastes better.
Okay. Yeah. Speaking of the outside of the cake, icing or fondant?
Icing.
Yes.
Any day.
Okay. Cake or cupcake?
Cupcake.
Okay. Filling or plain?
Filling.
What filling?
I love chocolate mousse.
In the inside?
On the inside.
I'm not a fan of chocolate, as you can tell.
Yes, I know.
Okay. Cupcakes or cake pops?
Cupcakes. The cake pops are the devil's work.
They are what? You don't like them?
I hate them. People don't understand the process. You have to make the cake, to crumble the cake, to add the butter. You have to crumble the cake. Then you got to add the icing, and then you have to roll them up, put them in the freezer, then take them out, melt chocolate, stick them inside with the chocolate inside the balls, put that in the freezer again. And if it's not frozen, if you dip it in chocolate, the balls will fall off. And then you have to start over. And then it's a whole process all over again. So. And then the wrapping. Then you got to put them all in individual wraps and you got to wrap them up. It's a long Cake pops can take at least 3-4 days to do, honestly.
Oh my gosh, where the simple cake was only 2 hours.
Exactly.
Oh my goodness.
It's a process.
Okay, I changed my mind then because I was like,
yeah, you think it's easy. Everyone see you think it's easy.
I didn't think it was easy. I just was like, give me your cake pop, please.
Yeah. Those things, man, I would turn a cake pop order down in a minute. Nope.
My gosh.
Nope.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Unicorn cake or superhero cake? Yes.
Why would you do this to me? I would just go with unicorn. I love them both, though. I love them both.
I know. I've seen some of your unicorn and superhero work. That's why I did that one. Okay, final one.
Okay.
Wedding cake or birthday cake?
Birthday. Wedding cake, man. I'd be nervous because it's your big birthday. Like, okay, but a wedding cake, the pressure is on,
and that's so weird. I think weddings just bring on that pressure for anybody, photographers, bakers, chefs, everybody. It's just like I don't want to mess up. Everybody, my husband feels the same way about doing photography for weddings. He's like, nope, I will do your sweet 16.
Yeah,
but don't get married. I won't do it.
it's a whole nother stress level because it's like you want it to be perfect and you don't want to stress the bride out. So it's like you want to make sure they get everything they ask for in that time. And then it's like in this industry, which your husband should know, is like that's when like little things start happening and you're like, oh no, this is going on. Oh wait, I forgot this. And it's like all of a sudden it's like it's either you crumble or you just what's next? Okay, how I'm gonna fix it? How's this gonna happen? So it's like,
we both did that same time.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So I do know, very much so. And that was the end of everything, Raymona. Thank you for giving us an inside look into the pastry chef world and the pastry world. Where could people find you to look at your work, to book you? Give us all of that information, even though I am going to put it in the description box, guys, but let us know all of that.
Okay, so you can find me right now on Facebook and on Instagram at MmmTreats with 3 M's LLC. On Facebook and Instagram. Also, you can contact me there. And yeah, that's it. Website is coming soon. It's been a long time, and I know people been getting on me about it, especially my mom. Like, you need to get a website. So the website is coming soon. And yeah, big things coming. Yes. Pandemic is lifting. So yes.
Even if you want to just order a cake for you sitting in your house, do it.
Exactly.
Who's gonna judge you? As Tabitha Brown says, that's your business. That's your business. Okay. But again, thank you, Raymona. Are there any last words that you have for us today?
Don't give up. And with this, I had a lot of setbacks and it made me stronger. And I took it as an everyday life. Like you just have to keep going. So just don't give up. And yeah, that's it.
Yes, and with that, we thank you again, 1,000 times. And guys, remember, as I always say, make sure that you are living in purpose on purpose. Bye, guys.